up everyone, in this video I'm going to be doing a map guide of the map Castilla. So the reason I'm doing this is basically because I haven't really seen many of these on YouTube and I wanted to try it out. So this is going to be kind of like Quickie Baby's map tactics, in the sense that there's minimap and game view, and I talk about where I would go in each tank type. So for the purpose of this video, light tanks are basically the same as medium tanks, so let's get to it. So in heavies or mediums on the south side of the map, what I usually like to do is head down to these buildings right here, and what that does is that gives me shots on anyone on the right side, anyone on the left side of the map, and also there is a little hole between the buildings where I can shoot the cap circle. So this position is basically my go-to position for most tanks that I use, because I play usually maneuverable tanks. So another thing that's important from using this spot is situational awareness. There's always the chance that the enemy can just come behind you when they're not spotted and literally just put a shot into you while you're gazing away. So you should always look at your minimap to see your surroundings. So another good thing about this position is how flexible it is. So if it's not good in the early game, or your team has won a particular flank, you can head to support them either by going to the left towards the castle if they've gone there to the cap, towards the cap area, so that you can clear out any enemies there, or generally just towards the right side where there's 1 or 2 tanks remaining on the enemy team that you can try and flush out. So while this position is very flexible, it is also kind of team reliant in a way, because it kind of just depends on where your team goes. So if your team goes onto the left side of the map, then what you can do is use that position to find a shortcut to get to the castle, and then you can use any tank that has decent gun depression. You can use it to shoot down on the enemy if they are in that position. That position can also be used for spotting as well, so if there is no one down there, then you can just take a tank and spot. And there is also this little rock here which you can use for cover, where if the enemy decides to shoot up at you, then you have this rock to use for cover. And another thing to be aware of is the enemy tank destroyers that are located here at the top left corner of the map can get a shot on you while you're using this position, so you should be very careful. If you get spotted, you should always be prepared to back off. Alternatively, you can use the castle position to shoot on anyone on the other side on that massive hill over there, because I know that is a very popular spot to use. I usually do go up to the castle and shoot there, providing your teammates are spotting for you, and you can also set up a kill zone in the cap circle. So in my tank destroyers, what I usually like to do is head up to this hill here and get some of these sniping positions onto the big hill on the right side of the map. The gap between the buildings allows me to shoot the cap circle, and I can also shoot the area in the castle. So this is where turreted tank destroyers like the Borsig can just shine on this map. Now, another thing to be aware of, again, situational awareness. The enemy can at any time sneak up behind you from both directions and kill you, so you do have to be aware. You do have the little hill in front of you to go down, and alternatively there is this position here on the bottom right corner of the map for non-turreted tank destroyers that you can use, and it allows you to shoot up into the castle. It allows you to shoot down into that little valley over there, and you've got obviously the big hill right in front of you for any tanks that want to pop up and get shot. And there is the everlasting problem of the fact that you need to be aware of your surroundings and the minimap, because the enemy can just come up to your left and destroy you like that. So as a heavy or medium on the northern side of the map, what I usually like to do is head to this position here next to the cap circle. Basically what this allows me to do is shoot any tanks that want to pass across the massive hill area, and it allows me to shoot anyone in the cap circle if I want to go forward, and I can also shoot people in the castle. And the buildings in front of you also provide great side-scraping positions for heavy armor tanks like the STI. So I will usually only use this position when my team goes to the eastern side of the map. With this location is the fact that the enemy can shoot at you from the left side because there are some spaces between buildings. You can also be shot from the castle just like you'd shoot them. So you want to be careful where you're exposed in case enemies do shoot you from those directions. And another thing is you can also be shot from the bridge. Now, you don't want a Jagdpanzer E100 looking at you from that bridge area, and that'd be very scary. So if your team has gone to the western side of the map, then what I usually like to do is go to the castle again, but this time on the opposite side. So what I do is again use the gun depression to shoot down on any enemies that may be trying to lurk in the area. So just like last time, there may be tank destroyers lurking here that are ready to shoot you, and for that reason you should always be able to ready to get into cover, because there isn't much cover apart from the building that you came from that time, so you have to be careful. So for tank destroyers, it's very team reliant on this side of the map, I feel. If they go to the western side of the map, then yeah, I will support using the same location that I use in heavy or mediums. If they go to the western side of the map, however, I will generally just follow them and take a more passive position. Alternatively, there is this position in the top left hand corner, and you can use that to just snipe and support your team. However, I myself wouldn't really use that position much just because of the fact that I'm more of an aggressive player. So that was my map guide on Castilla. So this is the first time I'm doing this, so feedback would be extremely useful. Tell me what you think in the comments and how I should improve this if I do it next time, because this took absolutely ages to make. Also, tell me in the comments if you found this guide useful and if you want me to do more in the future. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please share it because I really do want this to get out so it can help more people. So leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new, thanks for watching, and bye.